Hello and welcome to the workshop on physicality. Having looked at voice for the maniac, we're now going to move on and explore a little bit further the character of Bertozzo and how you might interpret that character physically in Accidental Death of an Anarchist. We're going to look at how we could use our physicality and our gestures to bring this character to life a little bit. Based upon the context that we've looked at previously and a little bit more information, let's try some physical interpretations. Inspector Bertozzo is a frustrated and short-tempered police officer. His physicality often reflects his irritation and exasperation with the maniac and the chaotic situations he finds himself in. So that's what we're going to explore physically. As you can see in this image behind me, here is an interpretation of the physicality of Bertozzo. You can see from his physicality, his tight shoulders, his clenched fists, his leaning forward angrily, his furrowed brow, his facial expression, angry, tense and frustrated. All of those elements actively demonstrate how we can perceive Bertozzo and his somewhat aggressive and short-tempered nature. So, the first thing we could look at is the body language of frustration. Perhaps you could start with clenched fists like Bertozzo in this image. Tighten up the shoulders as he gets angrier and more frustrated, and you can feel naturally that as you do that your face starts to tense up and then as he gets angry he might throw abrupt gestures all over the place, angry, thumping the table, throwing hands up in the air, slamming down, really thinking about those specific gestures that might interpret this character. All of a sudden, we see all of it tensed up. He could be pacing backwards and forwards around, taking quick, sharp steps. Maybe you could try that in your space. Next, let's look at our facial expressions. Facial expressions are the key to conveying an emotion, so practice some of these expressions. Furrowed brow, narrowed eyes show anger. Natural growl comes out as I do that. A grimace, like you're slightly in pain all of the time. Tight-lipped, showing frustration, trying to control that frustration, but it's just not happening. I want to explode with anger. And then big sighs. Rolling of the eyes, oh my goodness, all together to show that frustration and exasperation. With those physical expressions, our gestures, our mannerism, our expression, our facial expressions, let's try and practice it and put it all together a little bit. Imagine Inspector Bertozzo is confronting the maniac. Use your body language and facial expressions to show his frustration. Perhaps you could use this line. Do you think this is some kind of joke? We're trying to conduct a serious investigation here. See if you can express that with frustration and anger using your physicality discussed in this video to express those ideas clearly. Thinking about all the time how you might be able to explain them in detail. Film yourself using your own phone, mobile device, tablet or computer. Watch it back and analyse your physical interpretation. Well done. Physicality is a powerful tool for bringing characters to life on stage, so keep practicing these techniques and you'll capture the essence of Inspector Bertozzo. Make sure you're writing it down. See you next time.